Welcome back, family. We got another one, man, with another one. And we're here to talk a little bit about what's been going on with Jelena Ostrapeno versus our beautiful FBA sister, Taylor Townsend, who was recently just insulted by this, I don't know what you want to call her, peasant, racist, whatever you want to label her. She was basically heckling her and harassing the sister. So they had a tennis match on August 27th. So let's play this clip and let's see what they had to say, man. There was a lot of guilt. There was a lot of bitterness in this match, man. It was so apparently Jelena lost to Townsend, who was the black woman, and she was just mad, man. She had said a lot of things that was unnecessary, uncalled for, called her. Let's get into the clip.
Gone. But the only thing that I'm worried about right now, she told me that I have no education, no class, and to see what happens if we play each other outside of the U.S. And I said, I'm excited, bring it. So I can't speak on how she felt about it. That's something that you're going to have to ask her. I didn't take it in that way. But also, that has been a stigma in our community of, being non-educated and all the things when it's the furthest thing from the truth. And the thing that I'm the most proud of is that I let my racket talk. Because ultimately, I'm the one here sitting in front of you guys, moving on to the next round, getting the next check, moving on, being able to still be here and speak to you guys. And that's what's the most important. She's packed up and she's gone. I'm here. And that's the only thing that matters. So whether it had racial undertones or not, that's something that she could speak on. But the only thing that I'm worried about right now is continuing to move forward through this tournament. I know that I'm a fantastic tennis player, and I know that I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish. And this is another stepping stone. It's another brick that I'm laying on my foundation, or on my road to greatness. And so ultimately, whatever it is that it is, I don't take any offense to it, but I'm really proud of the way that I handle myself. And, more than anything, if my son sees that, I know that he'll be proud of me as well. And that's what matters the most. She told me that I have no education.
Oh, family, I wasn't, my volume was off. So yeah, there was a racial undertone, and we're constantly seeing these little remarks from these people. Whenever they take these losses from us, man, they can't seem to just take a L, yo. They always got to implement some type of racist remark and comment to undermine us just because they can't compete with us athletically. So she said all I wanted to was apologize. Let's read this. For the things that I said during my second round single match. English is not my native language, so when I said education, I was speaking only about what I believe in as a tennis equity, as a tennis etiquette. But I understand how the words I use could have offended many people beyond the tennis court. I appreciate the support as I continue to learn and grow as a person. Goodbye, New York. I look forward to being back next year. Support where? No one's supporting you. Yo, you're being downplayed now. Yo, your whole image is down now. You showed your side. So what are you talking about? Nobody respects you. So yeah, this is the female right here, yo. Just a sore loser, bad build, not athletic, probably barely, accomplished besides tennis. And she's mad at the FBA sister really, took a tour and brought her that smoke. You know what I mean? And this is the usual outcome. So let's get into this other clip, man. We heard the conversation with these two. Let's go. So that was the interaction between those two. So yeah, man, she's losing a lot of money in sponsorships after this. So, when people say that, we have to deal with this nonsense. So we see the racial game that they play, man. We played it twice, and we're gonna get into the post interview with the sister, uh, who had a lot to say about after the fact. And so, instead of from the crowd's perspective, she gave an inside, scoop on what exactly took place. So apparently, there's a lot of um, hatred from her and her whole team and just that group in general. We know how they play. And whenever they can't get up on us, one up on us, whether in anything, especially in athletics, they go and try to find other ways to undermine and downplay our accomplishments, even if we did, beat them. And if they lost to us, man, they can't take a L to us. It is very difficult to show them our dominance and remain a humble person. It doesn't matter if you win, they're gonna vilify you regardless. Whether you're cocky, 1 minute, which one is it, y'all? 1 minute they're too cocky. 1 minute they're too arrogant. So this is no excuse here. So we're gonna play this, man. We're gonna keep this a short video, just because it didn't get much coverage, and a lot of people siding with the sister. Let's get into it. So hold on one second, fam. So yeah, she definitely said a lot more than that. Give me 1 second. So this is the full interview. She didn't talk much, but she did address the systematic racism and the stigmas that come with um, just being black and especially great in America. So she's a personification of what you got to deal with. What kind of money status, tax bracket that you're in doesn't matter. There's one common denominator. So, what I mean? They're not like us, man. We the most hated, man. So yeah, man. So she showed class. She showed a lot of good sportsmanship and dignity, and you know what I mean. And that's what we need, man. To a person that we need our people to get on code, man. And when it's time to really stand for something in solidarity, man. So this sister displayed a lot of greatness, a lot of class, and she's beautiful. So, yeah, man, girlie was definitely angry. Definitely, definitely, man. That's love, man. And so let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. What's going on with this? Y'all think that this is gonna put another light and another set of eyeballs on tennis? Because this just this is something that we haven't really seen before from the tennis side. This is kind of new. And it's kind of bringing awareness. So she be opening up another door. So I'll get into one of our legends, Lauren Hughes, who is a ex tennis player. I think she spoke out about this, and I think she's from the UK. Might be from the UK. Our brothers and sisters over there definitely get on code, man. There's some on code brothers and sisters over there. But she had a lot of message, man, and this is what you need, man. When you get a incident like that on the biggest stages of them all in New York City, you're in the spotlight, and the fact that you ain't even like watch what you was doing and how you handled yourself, talking about your etiquette, you definitely did the contrary. Let's go. Fair use, fair use, fair use. I do not own the rights to this music, y'all. I do not own the rights to this music. Yeah, man. So that was the sister, London Hughes, speaking truth to power on that. And she's got a point. She's right. So, yeah, that was definitely a big learning lesson for her because, yeah, this is definitely got a lot of attention on her in a negative way, infamously. So, we'll wait to see, man. We'll wait to see if they're going to put more eyeballs on the sport, man. I think this is a good sport. I think this is a good way to kind of turn it into a positive for our system, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Was it sincere? I don't think it was. This phony little apology here, man, this is a little crazy. It was just, you could tell it was like premeditated. You could tell, man, that they forced her to do this. She didn't genuinely want to do that. So whenever we are at greatness at anything, we have to be humble. We have to be so-called put in our place. We can't just be great and just live our life and be humble. We have to be quiet and docile and, just average. And if we beat them fair and square, then it's always, they don't deserve it. They're too arrogant. Stop. That narrative is so tired and it's so old, man. Give it up already, man. When y'all gonna come up with a new excuse as to, look, you just lost. So look, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments, and we're gonna touch on that another time because the sister is excuse me about that. Is definitely representing her. She's from New York. She's young. She's 29. She might be the new face of Serena Williams. Who knows? She's check her out, man. Her name is Taylor Townsend, and she could be a role model. You know what I mean, for women and the sisters out there, because she wasn't afraid to speak up on it. And back into it. We're gonna play this clip one more time. 1 second, fam. Give me 1 second. 1 second, yo. Let me know what y'all think about, how she's, is she opening up eyes to tennis? 1 second, yo. Hold on. Could she be the new Serena?
First, no, I don't know. I can't speak on what her intentions were. I can only speak on how I handled the situation. And how I handled it is someone who's upset about the outcome that occurred. You lost, and you're upset about that. Saying I have no education and no class.
Real quick, and that's the same thing with the Floyd Mayweathers or the Muhammad Ali's, the Tysons, and the Crawfords. It don't matter who you are, man. Yo, if you're great, they're gonna bash you. They're gonna tell you what you're not doing, or think they could teach you a lesson. Yo, you are not the winner, man. You lost, and just fair and square. Just take it on the chin. Even any accounts that we've ever faced, any experience that we've ever had, it's always, it's they have melanin and they're athletic, or whatever, man. Deion Sanders kids, come on, man, it's crazy. LeBron James son, it's wild, man. It's always an excuse.
I don't really take that personally because I know that it's so far from the truth and so far from anything. And again, if I allow what other people have to say about me affect me in that way, then they win. So ultimately, no, I stood up for myself and I kept in my mind in that moment how I wanted to portray myself and how I wanted to show up. And if my son were to see this interaction, how would he view it? And I think he would be proud of the way that I handled the situation. I'm very strong. I'm very proud as a Black woman being out here representing myself and representing us in our culture. And I make sure that I do everything that I can to be the best representation possible every time that I step on the court and even off the court. So I can't speak on how she felt about it. That's something that you're going to have to ask her. I didn't take it in that way. But also, that has been a stigma in our community of, being not educated and all the things when it's the furthest thing from the truth. And the thing that I'm the most proud of is that I let my racket talk. Because ultimately, I'm the one here sitting in front of you guys, moving on to the next round, getting the next check, moving on, being able to still be here and speak to you guys. And that's what's the most important.
So yeah, this is her, man. She knows she's can she be the new face, man? Can she be, the catalyst, man, for what our young Black females need? You know what I mean? Let me know, man. So let's get into this last clip of her. But yeah, she's a up and coming, new superstar. Family, what do y'all think? Okay. So I just wanted to touch on that, man. And she might be the new Serena, y'all. That's all I'm saying. She might be cooking. This might just be an excuse. This might just be what we needed, man. Put the sisters on, man. Give them another outlet, right? Give them something different. Flex on them a little bit. Show them your greatness. And she's 29. And I think, yeah, you know what? She's married with like 2 kids and just one. I think she's like on a 5 winning streak. So let's get to the next sector on this, man, and let's see what we could do on this, man. Let's uplift our people up, man. This could be another way to really thrive and advance, and as a stepping stool to propel you to the next level, in our communities, man. This could probably inspire more people, to do something positive, do something different. You know what I mean? This sport don't really get talked about. So she just probably put a spotlight on it, put the, and put a face on it. You know what I mean? Have another thing to do, besides just twerking. You know what I mean? So this is a good thing. This is a good segment right here. I'm kind of, in a way, glad this happened. You know what I mean? She might have just sparked a whole generation full of tennis players that's just going to take it to another level, make a bunch of champions, a bunch of millionaires, man. Who knows, right? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Love you guys. I'll talk to y'all on to the next video. Peace.